Welcome back. In this week's About Your Retirement, we have Jim joining us virtually, and our question for Jim, as always. Jim, this is so frustrating with all that continues to go on with COVID, and now a new variant with thousands of daily positives. I'm 83 years old and almost afraid to leave my house. At my age, if I catch one of these, there are apparently limited hospital beds. How do you stay positive through all of this? Wow, I just feel for everyone in this situation, because it's even hard for someone like me that's young to sometimes leave their house, Jim.
Well, you're exactly right, Ashley, and it is tough. And, at Wellington Park, we're still on a protection partial lockdown and limited visitation, but still, we try to provide a lot of things to do things. This may sound a little funny, my recommendation and how I stay positive, but I'm a big-time believer in smiling. And, of course, you all know that when I'm in the studio and all. And I just enjoy where I am all the time. I am glad I am alive and breathing. And so I want to talk about smiling today to help answer this viewer question. And even if smiling is the last thing on your mind, it's still important for us to do. And I want to share some reasons why. And the first reason is feel-good hormones. And I'm not a scientist or anything, but I know that when you smile, studies have proved this over and over, it sends a message to your brain to release feel-good hormones. And I think that's so important for us to do that. So smiling is a very important thing. Now, later this morning, I'm going to be preaching at Wellington Park with our family of residents. And I sit behind the counter. It goes over the speakers in all of their suites. But we'll have 15 people that'll be in that main living area. They social distance, they wear their mask. But even when I'm masked up, I can tell when they're smiling through their eyes. And so it becomes a very important thing. The second reason is because it reduces stress, and it can improve your blood pressure, and so many things and reasons why smiling becomes so important. Another reason is it boosts your immune system. And so we want to always consider that. Boosting your immune system becomes important, improves digestive system in many studies. And then the next thing that I really like is to always cast your eyes upward. Even when we've been masked up and you'd walk around and you see people looking down and everything, no, these scientists and research studies say always look up, make eye contact with everybody. You can still tell when you're smiling behind a mask if you're wearing one. And think about this historically, all those famous artists that did all those paintings up on the ceilings, and they made you feel good. They make you feel good to look up and see that. And it may be a spiritual thing for somebody, but even if it's just a positive thing. The other last thing I want to mention is when I smile at you, you smile back. And so that is spreading a positive attitude everywhere. It helps us all be thankful that we're alive and breathing. And so right now, this second, I challenge everybody to smile and tell Nick and Ari in the control room, everybody smile now.
They're all smiling right now, and so is Jed. And we also want to remind people very quickly, don't forget you can get more retirement advice on Jim's other show. Watch Baby Boomers in Action every weekend on News 9 and News 9 Plus. And for more info, visit news9.com/retirement.